Greetings everyone and welcome back to Sorcery. We're gonna continue on our journey on this very hopeless journey of getting the spell to the North Gate. I don't really know where to look. I'm quite sure this is Upper Kare, where we can find one guy who has it. I think one is in Necropolis, dead, so we're gonna need to figure this out somehow. I think maybe in the Fallen Quarter of the city could be one. Well, to be honest, I just hope eventually to find it, so let's move to the docks. The smell of rotting fish and mucky water fills your nostrils. You know this area well enough. You have reached the docks once more, the beating heart of Kare. There are 2 or 3 ships moored for the night, and the space between them and the road is filled with huge number of stalls and little shops, selling everything from fishing tackle to sailing blocks to barrels of wood booze rum. This must be a thriving marketplace during the day. Within a night approaching it is a maze of boots and cloth. A single bridge crosses the river here, operated with ropes to let the tall ships through. Right now the bridge is up to allow ships to sail through undisturbed. Yeah, and we're gonna lower the bridge again to even get on the other side. God damn it. There are 2 inns visible from here, the Warfire Rest and the Meat and Cleaver. There's nothing obviously different about either of them. Also somewhere nearby is the Shrine of Slang. Yeah, let's look for the shrine. I don't have money even to sleep in the inn. Remembering that the shrine is near the docks, you reach the side street until you see promising looking low building. You step into the doorway of the shrine at the same time as woman and her child are leaving. "He really is holy man, mother," the little one is saying. "Lesson lame brother answered his question and he ran off the stage." The mother nods and the pair leave. Interesting. The shrine is an old stone building, garishly decorated with hanging cloths and thick candles that fill the air with the smell of grease and tar. At the far end, on a low platform, stands a hooded figure in a white robe who is talking to the assembled crowd. "Does anyone else wish to take the test of Slang, the god of malice?" calls the priest out. "Wait a moment. What was that name? Didn't you met someone called Slang?" "Yeah, I did, in the last episode in fact." The young liar... What? I'm not sure that he lied to me? The old man from the prison, the armless artist. I remember the artist, but I don't think it have anything to do with this guy. Also, this guy was young. This is like, I guess he lied to me. I didn't find what I looked for. Of course, the young man you met on the street who always lied. Was that really the god of malice, or was his name simply another lie? A murmur goes around the crowd. People are nervous but excited. You nudge someone next to you. "What is this challenge?" you ask. "It is the test of the Slang," the woman replies in a whisper. "He grants you a wish if you answer him correctly, but you have to worship him or else the question he asks is impossible." She shudders and grins. "They don't call him the god of malice for nothing." "Are you hurt so cold?" taunts the priest. "Does no one here want anything? Is no one in dire or deadly need of a god's aid?" "Take a challenge." You raise your hand and step forward. "I will take a challenge." "A stranger!" calls the priest with a glee. "Welcome him, please." The crowd whisper and murmur as you make your way to the platform. "Welcome, stranger," the priest declares, helping you up. "Are you ready to take the challenge?" Knowing full well that very few succeed. "I am." The crowd cheer you the response. Then know this. Slang is not a punishing god, but he is malicious. He does not wish for you to fail, but should you fail, he wishes you to know that it was all your own fault. The priest continues. Our practice is that you may choose which question to answer. But know this. One is impossible and the other is easy to answer. The easy question you must give up something you hold most dear. The crowd are watching in extant silence. It is time for you to choose. What he will take from me? I have weapon. I have this armband of sword mastery, which I guess I didn't really see any effects of, to be honest. Did it make me fight better? Do more damage? I don't know. Well, one question is impossible, so if this is true, I don't think I have like much options here, so I chose the easy question. The priest nods. The price of the easy question is something you value. Your very soul. To answer the question, you must agree to leave your god behind and become a follower of Slang. A follower such as myself and many others in this room. Will you take the adventure for a great reward? Yes. Brothers and sisters, the priest declares, with booming enthusiasm. We have a new convert to the god of malice. Placing a hand on your forehead, he begins an incantation. You can feel your spirit guide slipping away from you. No! The dolphin! No! The dolphin! Let it happen. You wait to see what will happen. You feel an icy touch of the spirit of Slang enters your heart. Laughing. The god of malice is now your spirit guide, and he will help you, but his help will be always come with a cruel cost. In the distance the gong is sounded. The priest closes his eyes and begins to rock backward and forwards. The crowds go quiet. All eyes are on you now. The priest's eyes flicks open once more as he intones the riddle from the god. A woman with magic, whom you had to free. But pray tell me now if you can. Who was she? Is this woman with magic whom you had to free? If this is actually relating to me as me doing it in the past, that would be this witch. She and her, I don't remember her name, but it was starting with A. Arianna, something like that. Yes, Arianna. There is a moment of pause as the priest scrolls up his eyes. What's the result? His eyes flicks open once more. That is correct, he announces. The crowd cheer. They clearly enjoy seeing Slang defeated. Very well, the priest continues turning to you. You may have one wish. What do you want? Oh, tell me the spell to the North Gate, please. You think he be... Tell me the spell for the North Gate. The priest closes his eyes and summons his god. I cannot tell you the spell in its entirety, he intones, but Mauras, the second noble, was follower of Slang. The line he knew was, I bid you portals open wide. The spell lines you have found are listed in the case section of your inventory. You thank him, the crowd reach out touch your tuning as you make your way to the door. Clearly not many survive the challenge of Slang. Back on the street it is night, time to find somewhere to rest. Yes, we have one line out of 4 or 3. I think it was 3. This is great actually. I didn't really expect that. I mean, I hoped he gave me all of them and we will just go back hoping to not die from starvation, but okay, meh, I guess. I think I'm gonna finish this episode here to not make it too long. That was actually pretty successful. We're getting somewhere. And in the next one, hopefully, we're gonna get another part of the spell. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and see ya!